Hey guys, welcome. Always think up. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. Sorry, I've been just kind of getting on here whenever I have time and whenever I want to, because that's what it's all about, right guys? So, I've been getting so many emails. I love your emails. I love your messages. You guys pump me up, right? These ones that keep coming in recently are like relationship stuff. Like, oh, I wish I had a relationship. I wish that I had somebody to love me. I wish I had somebody to work with. I wish that maybe my relationships with my parents were better. I wish my relationships with my friends were better. I'm getting these all kind of different ways. Guys, I love the love. I love when you guys send me this stuff. That's the only reason why I dive deep. See, to me, I'm not stuck in this place of relationships. I was stuck there before. I went through a lot of stuff in that place, and I worked on myself and I got out. And so, like, I don't really even think about this stuff until you guys message me about it. And this is like a really tricky place for everyone. This is, people that get energy work all the time, people that don't, everybody has these questions here in this space. So I think I have some pretty cool advice, and I hope you guys like it too. Every person that you're connected to is a relationship. So, like, quit thinking of, like, relationships as this, like, big, mighty thing that, like, you don't have with anybody else. Hi, love. Mwah. So, when I'm talking about this stuff, I mean, like, I can tell you guys from my life, my sisters and I are in a relationship. My mother and I are in a relationship. My father and I are in a relationship. My neighbors and I are in a relationship. My friends on here and I are in a relationship. I cherish all of you. If you're any of those people, to me, I cherish all of you. So you guys are looking for this relationship to come in and change things. Why don't you work on the relationships that you have right now? So, okay, maybe you might have relationships and they might be off, right? So maybe your relationship with your mother is off. Maybe the relationship with your sisters is off, not where you want it to be. So instead of wishing for a relationship outside of that, why don't you go in there on that plate with your mother, with your sisters, work out that relationship, guys. You're not just gonna leave these ones here and then move on to another one and think that eventually these ones here aren't going to need some love and some attention sometimes. That's going to happen. So the relationships that you have right now on your plate, focus on them. Give them love. So if somebody's looking at you and you have a shitty relationship with your sister, do you think that they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to love her. She's so mean to her sister. No, that's not what they're thinking. They're thinking, maybe whatever's going on with her, there is some hurt or some love. When I'm having a hard time, me and my sisters, we go through it the most together because we're the closest. Who are you the closest with? They're all relationships. In relationships, to me, that doesn't mean partner, man, woman, stuff like that. Relationships is every single person that you meet and connect with. I make a relationship with those people. So look at your current relationship, see what's going on. Anytime you want something new, guys, you're going to want to clean up and fix up what you have. So when I want something new, when I want a new friend, when I want to attract new work, when I want to attract new clothes, when I want to attract new everything, you have to clean up and fall in love with what you have right now. Make room for the new that you want in. So if you want new, that's not wrong. It's not wrong to be in a place where you want new stuff, you want more people, you want to attract more. But you have to do the work and you have to clean up your stuff. So for instance, if I want new clothes, I go up in my closet, I clean it all out, I get rid of everything I don't need, I donate it off, I give it to somebody who needs it and loves it, and then I might sit there for like a couple weeks with an empty closet. But slowly but surely I change what I got, right? So that's how you do it. So, if you want new relationships and you have a bunch of funky relationships right now, you have to clean those up to get new ones. So, whether you clean those up and become friends, or whether you clean those up and separate, or whatever you do, that's what you want to do. You want to clean those up and then you want to go get new ones. So what is your relationship with yourself, guys? That's what I want to know today. So, when I was in a space and I was wanting these relationships the way you guys are messaging me, my relationship with myself was not good. If you're yearning for others, if you're yearning for someone to come into your life and make your life better, you do not love yourself. You don't. Because when you love yourself, what you do to love yourself is great enough. And so that's what I mean when I get on here and I say fall in love with yourself, because when you fall in love with yourself, that's great. So you're not gonna sidestep, you're not gonna, just give all your love to somebody who's not deserving of it, because you love yourself enough to know that you don't have to do that. You're gonna, you're not gonna deal with someone who wants to sidestep you. You're not gonna deal with someone who your time isn't valuable to theirs, or what you love isn't, some kind of importance to them. When you fall in love with yourself, you know what you love about yourself, so then other people know what to love about you too. I say this all the time, guys. I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. But you have to love you too. So, when I get messages from men or women, it doesn't matter to me. You guys think that these relationships only go like a certain way. Relationships are every single person that we are involved with. And, we're energetic beings, so we're all around everybody. These are all relationships. You could have a relationship that every day is like hitting off bad. Like me and the mailman have a bad relationship. Not me and my mailman, but maybe you guys. So, if you're having bad relationships out here, whether it's your parents or your sisters or, whoever you have in your life, if you're having bad relationships, you need to look inside of you and see what is going on. Sometimes listen to them. Sometimes the hardest thing I ever had to do was listen to my sisters about, there was a time where they said, Sarah, you're being too negative. And I'm like, what? I studied the laws of attraction. And they're like, yeah, but you're being in the doo-doo, man. Hey, Steph. Mwah. I feel so great today. Like, today is like the day of perfection. Like, my whole entire body is like, ooh. Steph gave me the best massage ever of my life, guys. And my whole entire shoulder blades are like moving and rolling, and my hips feel delicious. Get at her. She's so good at what she does. I gotta learn that, really, because all those big guys that we get all the time, just stick your foot right in their back and it was the best. It was really the best. Mwah. Extra love for you, because that was really the best. Listen, guys, I get it. I come from a huge family. I was never alone in my huge family. I'm a big sister of a huge family. I didn't get a minute to myself unless I ran out in the woods with my notebook and I just hid out there for a couple hours. You have to take baby steps. First, you have to notice, like, hey, this is me and I'm afraid to be alone. That's a huge step. So if you're calling your friends or your sisters or somebody to go with you to the store, or you don't feel like you can go here or there with somebody else, start to do that. I fell in love with myself, taking myself on dates. I never was alone. So when I would be alone, I'd be scared. I'd be sweating from my armpits. I'd be so freaking scared. Like, what's going to happen to me? I don't know. Like, now looking back, I'm like, what was ever going to happen to me? So, first I started off with like going to the store by myself and going to the grocery store by myself. Then, next thing you know, I was going shopping by myself. Next thing you know, I was going, buying stuff by myself. Next thing you know, I was taking myself to the movies. Next thing you know, I was taking myself out to dinner. Next thing you know, I was buying myself flowers, getting myself outfits. I've been working on this for 10 years and it just keeps getting better. So, I get it whenever I get messages, oh my God, you're so much love, Sarah, I want to love you. And guys, I push a lot of people off because I just want to be around people that love themselves. Like, that there's nothing more attractive to me in life of that. Me and my friends, we're not all perfect. We don't all have the most perfect everythings, but we love what we have. And so to be around that feeling of people who just genuinely love what they have, that's amazing. So, the me before that wanted this relationship, it was partly like a lot of what my dad wanted for me. You have to have this guy that has work boots and makes a lot of money because you're expensive, Sarah. And he used to say this stuff to me. So take baby steps and start to notice what your body needs. Maybe it's not taking you out on dates. Maybe you need more time alone. Maybe, everyone's different out here. Message me if you ever have any questions. thinkofalways@gmail.com. You can message me on here. So this is a 10-year journey that I've been on and fall in love with myself, and it just never, ever, 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 ever gets old. You never get bored of falling in love with yourself. There's always something new. There's always someone new. There's always, once you get through something, then you like that, then you feel comfortable, then you go over here, and then you feel comfortable. Spend time on yourself, whether you have to relax, whether you have to start to eat better, whether you have to watch your money better, whether you have to get better friends, whether you want to get better clothes. you want to feel good about yourself, guys. So, you know, I don't have to get on here with a bunch of makeup or I don't have to have the most fancy of everything. I just really try to keep my life peaceful. I try to keep the people around me that love themselves, and that's how it's perfect to me. I say all the time that perfection is a perception. Right now I feel like my life is perfect, and that's why I always think up is kind of difficult sometimes, because even, I feel like it's perfect because I feel peace inside of me. Now when my accountant comes in or something like that, she's like, "Oh, Sarah, what do you got going on here? What?" She does not look at my life as perfect as I look at it. And I'm like, well, that's what I pay for, because I'm not really sure in that department. I'm trying, I'm working. I don't settle for less than great. I don't settle for less than great because I have that in me. I have that with me. So if you want to come at me with anything less than great, I'll give you love, but I don't want it. If you aren't vibing on the same things as me, I love you, but I don't want that in my life. Yes, self-discovery, buddy. It is a really wonderful thing. Falling in love with you is where it is at. You're not going to, this love that you're yearning for, this other person that you're yearning for is you already have that in you. What that is that you're looking for is in you. The hardest thing sometimes is to sit alone with yourself, face yourself, and find it in you. Hey, boo. Mwah. So, create a list. So I want to give you guys some ideas. When I was sitting there wanting to create some new things in my life, I created a list, and I made one of like friendships, relationships, and then one of like romance relationships. And my advice to you is be in a relationship with yourself for like 30 days, more than that really. But, if you can at least give yourself 30 days to try to really figure out some things that you like, I'm telling you, you're not going to get bored. At first you might start off a little rocky because you're not sure what to do. Message me for ideas. I have a lot of fun with this. Don't make that of what you want be a restriction to you. So, I did a video the other day of, when you want something so bad, but then you don't think that you deserve it, then you're, it's like here, but then you don't think you deserve it. And so it just kind of does something else or finds something else. So don't let your own restrictions hold you back from the things that you want. Fall into the 528. 528 hertz is the frequency of love vibration. You can look it up on YouTube. You can find it anywhere. Love you and love everyone else. When you love you and then you love everyone else, boom, you start attracting perfect relationships. You start to understand that the relationship you have with yourself is the best relationship, and that until someone can give you what you can give yourself, then it's all right not to share that with anyone too, guys. Like, I have a lot of women that follow me, and because of the love that I radiate, they think that every day I have this strong, sexy man helping me and at night and this. That's not how it works, guys. I mean, believe me, I attract them everywhere. Like, I find these strong, sexy men to help me do things that I need to do. But, not yet have I met someone to share my great with. And that's okay too. If you haven't met someone to share your great, I'm here to tell you you're okay. And that I sleep by myself too. And that's okay. That's okay. If you're by yourself, I have so many women that I think you don't understand that I am by myself. I'm a single mom. I work my brains off. I love my sisters and my mom and my dad and my brother and my friends and everything, but I sleep by myself. I make plans by myself. I make vacations by myself. Sometimes they're not by myself. I have a lot of love in my life. Tap into the love in your life. Tap into your friends, your neighbors, your community, other single moms, whatever you got going on. It's all right. If you don't have a relationship right now, you can still love yourself. You can. That's what I do. And because I love myself, that's why these people come at me, guys. It's not because I'm perfect or I got all of my shit together or anything like that. It's just they see that I love myself. So, that's one of the things you got to get ready for. Whenever you fall in love with yourself and then people see you in love with yourself, they just fall in love with you everywhere. And so, then you really have to be like picky about who you let into your life, because they fall in love with you because you love yourself. And they think that you're going to help them love themselves, but they need to do the same thing that you had to do. They have to go inside. You guys have met teachers and healers all over the world, and when you ask them questions, a lot of the answers you'll get sometimes is you already know. It's already in you. You do know. It is in you. That's the scariest place to go sometimes, is inside to find out. Don't be scared what you find there, guys. We all have all kind of really crazy stuff. I love you all. So please quit looking, looking at relationships like it's only for a man and woman. Please start recognizing all the relationships in your life and giving them so much love. Clean out what you don't need to add more great to it. And, if you're really trying to attract the love of your life, fall in love with yourself. And then it still takes some time, guys. I've been loving myself for a long time, and I've been single for a long time. So this isn't something that you just want to get in and hurry up and go fast. When you're talking about these relationships, to me, when I'm talking about a relationship to share my life with, that is sacred mess to me. That is like, yes, this is somebody I want to tell my secrets to, somebody I want to share my life with, my money, my bank account, my space, my area, my bed. Guys, this is big stuff. This isn't just someone like, oh yeah, he liked my butt, or she has blonde hair and a little butterfly tattoo, I'm gonna marry them. No, this is like, do we vibe out the same? Do we have the same vibrations? Do we want the same for ourselves in life? And a lot of people are walking around here not in love with themselves, so they don't know, and they fall with the guy with the nice car, or the tight butt, or the guy who reads the same book as them, but really they don't know that they don't love themselves. And then you get in this and then you're like, I hate him, I hate her. No, you don't. You just never loved yourself. Well, I gotta get off here. I gotta go collect some checks. That's what I do. You know me, guys. I like to go collect some checks. I hope you fall in love with yourself. I'll give you all the 528. Give it, give it, give it. It's good. It's good. Turn on the vibration. Fall in love with yourself. Know that you're okay exactly where you are. And please, if you don't feel okay, message me. I will tell you some real stuff. You don't believe me sometimes, but everything I message back is like really, really, really real. I love you, Mary. I love you too, baby girl. I love those boys. Mwah. Sending them all my love. Sending you all my love. Share this with anybody who you think might need it. Quit looking to other people to fix you. That can't happen. You have to go inside. You have to go inside, fix you, and then you can have anything you want out here. Much love, guys. It's Thursday. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Send all the love. Send all the love. Send love to each other. If you know anyone that's going through it and they need some help, message me. I like to pray for people. You can be as specific or general as you want to. I just love sending out love. That's what fills me up. So when people are going through things and I send them out love, then things happen in my life that are good, and that's what it is. Guys, love is free. It doesn't take any time or money or anything. All it is just energy. Just sit down and send someone love. I love you, girl. I love you. I'm sending my love to all your babies. Mwah. See, she's, my friends, we think forward in our talk. We're like, oh yeah, I can't wait to be here. 30 minutes here. Go. Listen, I love my friends. I couldn't be more thankful to be around such wonderful people. Really, you guys are looking for these big, like, monetarily things. Listen, the things that I've had from Always Think Up have been like these little, like, energy loves that, like, I don't even know how to explain. There were so much to me that, like, I don't know, like, it could pay my car payment. It could pay my car off, the love that I got, for sure. I just wish that they knew. Love you too, man. I wish you could go to the bank and be like, hey, can I just drop off all this love and pay for my car? They look at me a little crazy. I'm working on that, guys, just so you know, I'm working on that. All right, well, I'm giving you all my love. My niece is in here freaking out. I think she misses me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's getting a little chilly where I live, so if you're a little chilly, put on a sweatshirt and fall in love with yourself. Take yourself on dates, 30 days. Message me the progress. Tell me what's going on. If you have any questions about where to take yourself on a date, message me. I'll tell you some cool stuff, whatever I did. All right, one love, guys. I love you all. Mwah.